So this is for week 2, Wednesday, quarter 3, math 7 on in functions and finding functional rules in practice. So find the missing term, and what are you doing for the y? Are you adding, multiplying? What are you doing? Adding what? How are you doing from 3 to 12? How are you doing from 12 to 27?
15.
What's the next one?
21.
What's the next one?
27.
What's the next one? So how are we doing this? What's the, so between 9 to 15, what's the difference? What's the difference here? What's the difference here? And, okay. So, all right. It also is a linear or is it exponential? Linear, remember, it's consistent.
Linear.
Okay. Exponential is not. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So is it consistent?
Yes.
Well, not really, because you're going from 9 to 15. 15 to, oh, I don't know. What you can do, you can plug it in. So let's plug it in and ask. How about that? You got the points? What are the first 3 points? First point is 1 comma what? The first one is 1 comma 3. What's the next one? Next one? Next one? It's not linear, it is exponential, and it's exponential because it's not consistent. You see how they have to do 2 of them, though? Yeah. Did you remember seeing that? Right? Because it was only the second part that it was consistent, but that's not consistent. Okay? Yeah. So 3 to 12 increased by 9, then by 15, then by 21, right? Between 9 and 15 and 21, there's a difference of 6, right? So to get 3, okay, so this is what it is. It's 1 to the third power plus 2. To get to 12, 2 to the third power plus 4, right? So this 2, 4, 6, 8, that part right there is going to be by even numbers, right? But the one over here, it's 1 to the third, 2 to the third, 3 to the third. So that's not linear. That x is going to be on top. Do you see that? Yeah. So it is not linear, it's exponential. So the next question I want to ask is, what is the equation? Okay, so that's not easy to do. So what is the equation of data? Okay, so this is not easy. Do you see how for this one is f of n, n to the third, n squared? Do you see that? Yeah. So to get to 3, it's 1 to the third plus 2 to the third. So that's 1, or 1 cubed plus 2 cubed, right? Okay. I don't think that actually works. I don't know how. Yeah, but it's not linear. But anyways, so. Okay. B, so then from 7 to -9, it's a -2, right? -2. Or no, hold on a second, it's not -2. It's -2, and then -2, and then from -11 to, I don't think it's -2. I don't think it's 17. How do you get 17? It's -13. -2, -15, -3. No, it's negative, you put 17. -5 plus 2. For B? Did you change it? That's not 16. That's wrong. It's -7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. These are all odd numbers. Is this linear or is it quadratic or exponential?
Here.
This is linear. Because you're just minusing 2, right? Okay. For C, how are you getting from 4 to 16?
Okay. So from 4 to 16, subtract 16 from 4, which is 12. 64 from 16 is 48. 148 from 64 is 84.
Hold on a second. 64 minus 16 is what?
48.
Okay. I think you need times it by 4. It's a multiplication, it's times by 4. Another thing to do is, look, this is another one. You could do 2 squared, 4 squared, 8 squared. Do you see that? So what's the next one? 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16 squared, right? Or 64 times 4, which is? 256. Or 16 squared. What's 16 times 16? 256. So then what's 246 times 4? Or instead of doing this, you could do 16 times 2 is 32 squared. What's the next one? This is going to this one right here. Do you see that? There's 2 different ways. You can either multiply by 4 or take the thing and square it. I'm asking you to look for puns. You understand? That's what you're looking for. So if you're getting big numbers, like from 4 to 16, 16 to 64, you could add and subtract, but that's a big jump, right? So think about multiplying or exponents like this. You see that? You see that? So then 16 squared, that's 16 times 16, 256, right? What's 256 times 4? Or the next number from 16 is 32, because 16 times 2 is 32, right? Squared. What's the next number from this? What's 32 times 2? Squared. Or you take this number and you multiply it by 4. So let's take a look at that. So 256 times. Would you stop, please? What's your answer? Okay. Now, just to make sure, is 32 times 32 the same thing? Is that the same thing?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Do 32 times 32. Is that equivalent to 56 times 4? Try it. I want you to see. Okay, now I want you to find the last one. So you try it on your own. What's your answer? 4096. All right, is this linear or exponential? It's definitely exponential because you see the square roots right there or the squares right there. Okay. For D, what did you do? How are you getting from 3 to 5, 15, 15 to 75? It's going pretty big. Are they big jumps or little jumps? They're big jumps, so you probably have to multiply. So how do you get from 3 times what gives you 15? Okay. And does 15 times 5 give you 75? 75 times 5 is 375, right? What's the next one after that? Okay. Now, to see if they are linear or exponential, let's go and ask. So, is linear or exponential? What is the pattern that we have? We started with 3, and then what? 15, and then 75, and then 375? Okay. So that will be exponential. Okay, I believe so. Okay. E. You look at E, is it going jumping big or small numbers? Like differences?
Um, small,
Small. How do you go from -3 to or -7 to -3?
uh, like 4 times.
Not times. We're not multiplying if it's small.
No, I'm saying like 4 times.
Not 4 times by adding 4.
That's what I'm saying.
Then you don't say times. Times imply multiplication. We're not multiplying.
I mean by
What's the next number after 5? Then not 4 times adding by 4. What's the next number after 5? What's your number? Emma, you having fun there, girlfriend?
Wait, why is it plus 4 for the screen? What? Doesn't make sense.
Okay,
Oh, sorry.
-3.
No, I get it. No, I understand.
Okay, let's go into F. So you got 17, 22, and 29. What is your pattern? What are you doing? What are you doing? How'd you get 12, 22, and 29? Because it should not be 29. That's wrong. And it should not be 22. Okay, so -1, -2. -2 plus one number give me 1. Write it down. No, I want you to write it down. Right here.
3.
-2 plus 3 equals 1, right?
Yeah.
1 plus what gives me 6?
5.
6 plus what number gives me 13?
7.
Do you see here that it's 3, 5, 7? What's after that? Those are all odd numbers, right? 3, 5, 7, and then? No, what's after 3, 5, and 7?
9.
9, because of the difference of 2, right? What's after 9? 11. So what is 13 plus 7? You messed this up. This is wrong. Not 17. What is 13 plus 7? Okay, what's 20 plus what's the next number after 7?
9.
Yeah. What's 29 plus the next number? What's the next number after 9? There you go. What's the next number after that? Do you now see how you find the patterns? Is this linear or exponential?
Linear.
It's linear if you're adding the same number. Are we adding the same number each time? So what is that?
What about that? You have to use that all.
Yeah. Okay, so quadratic, yeah, we did. Quadratic is when y equals x squared plus 1. Quadratic is almost the same thing as exponential. Do you understand? Yep, they both involve exponents, okay? And they're non-consistent numbers. Okay, G. How are you getting from -4 to -5? -4.5 to -5.5?
Just adding 5.
No, not adding 5. They're subtracting it. You got your answers wrong. -19.5 minus 5 is not -23.5. It's -24. How are you getting that wrong?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. Is this linear or exponential? Get your hair up, please. You can't even speak right now. I'm cutting your hair on Friday. You're not going to San Francisco with us next. I'm cutting your hair.
No, you can't. Why?
If your friends think that you look so bad that they're getting hairbrush because you look like a homeless person, that's an indication it's time for you to find.
No, they said that I said that because I was sleeping. I woke up.
Brush your hair,
I
please.
woke up on the other
Let's
side
go,
of the
please. I want to finish this so I can go do other things. Let's go.
Okay, it's linear.
Okay, for 8, 4, 8, 16, 32. How are you getting from 4 to 8?
It's multiplied differently.
Multiply by what?
No, I can just add actually. So I add 4 by 4, which is 8. 8 by 8 is 16. 16 by 16 is 32. 32 by 32 is 64. 64 by 64 is
Is that linear or exponential?
exponential.
Yeah. What's another way of you saying this besides adding? What's another pattern you see? What's another way for? Okay, so 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 times 2. So it is exponential. Okay, what's your next number after 32?
164.
What's after 64? What's after that? Good. Okay, I. How are you getting from 13 to 16? And how are you getting from 16 to 19? That's pretty easy. Go ahead, write down the answer. Is a linear exponential. Okay. Jay, are you done with that one? What's your answer? Three answers. Does your answer match my answer? Okay, from 0 to -3, -3 to -8, -8 to -15. What are you doing?
Oh, it's the odd number thing again.
Oh, wait a second. Right? -24, 5, negative. Exponential or linear? Good. Are we done with this?
Yeah.
This one here? Is it the best one? Okay. What does it say? Please.
Identify whether quadratic justify the answer. Write an algebraic expression and of the expression.
Okay. So linear is arithmetic, which is just adding and subtracting. Quadratic and exponential obviously involve multiplying, right? So then we have to write an equation for it. So from -3 to 1, 1 to 5, how are we getting there? And then just add 4. So it's linear, correct? Correct? So then we're going to write an equation to this. Remember, your first one is 1 comma -3, correct? 1 comma 1, correct? 5 comma 9, or 5 or 2 comma 5, right? And then 3 comma 9. Actually, I screwed this up. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4, correct? So then let's go ahead and plug this in here. Is it linear? What was the other one called? Linear exponential? Or what is it? Why are you not doing this on your own? I shouldn't have to do this with you.
I did do
1 comma 1. 1 comma. What's the first point? Second point.
No, -3.
Yeah, what's the next one?
First one.
Yeah, what's the second one? What's the second one?
Oh,
what's after -3? What's the third one? Is a 5 or 8?
5.
What's the one after that?
9.
And then what's the equation, or what does it have to do for B? B. Second part. Why? What did you do this? Did you actually look it up? Did you? Then why not? Because you just expect me to do it? I'm showing you how to do this right now. Next time you do it on your own, don't make me do this with you again.
I never said.
Next time you do this on your own, don't make me have to type this up for you. My hand hurts right now because I've been working a lot. Do you understand?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are sorry. So next time, don't do that again. This is your equation right here. Right there. You can copy it down right now. The equation is y equals 4x minus 7, or t of n equals 4n minus 7. If it's linear, that's how you find it. Right? Number 2. Argue from 5 to 8, 8 to 13. Are we adding or subtracting? We're not subtracting. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 plus 7. And then 9. And then 11. All right, go ahead and finish this. Okay, so for this one, it's 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, correct? So then the point that you're going to be using is like 1, 5, 2, 8, right? 3, 13, and 4, 20. Well, this right here is not going to be linear. So is it going to be quadratic or is it going to be exponential? So let's go ahead and take a look. So is it linear, exponential, quadratic? What are the points again? 1, what?
Oh, 1.
1 and 5, and then 2 and 8, okay, and then 3 and okay, and then 4 and 20. So calculating the difference, 5 to 2 is decreased by 3, 2 to 13 increased by 11. Wait, I didn't do this correctly. That doesn't look correct. So 1, 5, 2 what?
220. 8.
2, 8, 3,
13.
4.
20.
Okay. Okay, so looking at this right here, it is a quadratic equation, and this is the equation right here. Do you see where it's a of n squared plus bn plus c? So your equation is going to be, it's quadratic because there's a square, n squared plus 4. That's your equation. Okay? So it's t of n, remember the n, is equal to n squared plus 4. So n is going to be the sequence, or the figures, right? The sequence, or the number, or whatever you have. All right. So when you go ahead and draw this, it is y is equal to x squared plus 4, right? Or if I do t of n, that's equal to n squared plus 4. This is your equation, okay? So like, what would be your next one? So on your paper, right, if it's 5, comma, blank, what would that be? Actually, let's not put 5. Let's put 10. What would that be? What would the y value be for that one? So you'll do t of 10 is equal to 10 squared plus 4, which is 1.